Real ID deadline. That means all adults will need a real ID or an acceptable alternative like a passport in order to clear airport security in the U.S. and to board a commercial flight. Alma McCarty's live at PDX. So Alma, first things first, what happens if somebody does not have that tomorrow?
Yeah, well, David, this Real ID deadline, it has been looming for quite a while, but TSA says that there is a bit of a grace period. You can still fly tomorrow if you don't have this specific kind of identification. However, you are going to want to show up to the airport a little bit earlier because it could take you longer to get through security. Inside PDX, even if you don't see the signs, travelers say they already know what's needed come Wednesday.
2003 is when they started talking, and then 5 is when they actually did it, and here we are.
Enforcement of Real ID beginning at airports across the country. TSA estimating that more than 80% of passengers already use Real ID or other acceptable documents.
I felt like I was ahead of the game. You know, I felt bad for people who like, what? Real ID? I don't know what that is. I'm like, you better.
Here's what they look like in Oregon. That star in the top right corner is the key. In Washington, they're called enhanced IDs, and they'll have an American flag by your photo. As recently as this week at DMVs across the Portland metro,
The wait sucks if you don't have an appointment.
Oregonians faced long lines waiting to apply.
Well, you know, I thought I had it, and then I looked at my ID when I was getting ready to book my flight for Vegas, and then I just saw that it needed that little circle on the side with that star, and I'm like, dang it, I gotta get it.
The purpose behind all this, setting minimum federal security standards for people seeking to fly within the U.S. or accessing some federal facilities. Congress passed the Real ID Act back in 2005, based on a recommendation from the 9/11 Commission. Over the years, the deadline's been pushed back numerous times.
Yeah, I knew this is coming. You know, it was very well published. I do have a passport as well, but I thought, you know, Real ID is not bad to have.
For travelers still without Real ID compliant identification, Homeland Security reports you can still fly for now, though you may have to go through additional screening.
I feel like they've already given everybody a grace period. I mean, like they should have done this already. It's not that hard.
So I asked a TSA spokesperson specifically about when that grace period might end. They couldn't give me an answer, only reiterating that enforcement of Real ID starts tomorrow. David, back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like they might not be sure either. I love that passenger, by the way. It's not that hard, she says. Thanks, Alma. Hey, we want to make sure it's clear you only need a Real ID if you are flying or entering certain federal buildings. If you don't have one, yes, you can still get one. Here's what you'll need to bring to the DMV. Think 1, 2, 3. You'll need one proof of identity. It can be a passport, birth certificate, or other legal resident documentation. Then 2 proofs of address. So a number of things: an unexpired license or car registration, a business mail addressed to you, a pay stub or a rental agreement. And now 3, expect your Real ID to arrive in the mail in about, not 3 days, 3 weeks. If you still have questions about all of this, text us using the number on your screen. It's 503-226-5088. We're going to sort through it all, and tomorrow morning starting at 9, we'll bring you some of the answers. It's as part of team coverage at airports across the Pacific Northwest. Download the KGW Plus app on your smart TV anytime, and you can watch for free.